What's up guys, it's Barca Boy here and today we are playing some Football Manager 2012, so I'm just going to get really quickly started into a new game. So, I'm a huge fan of this series. It's probably a game that you either love or hate, and hopefully some of you guys do like this game and maybe you might find this sort of series to follow interesting and that kind of stuff. For those of you that are new to the game, I'll constantly give sort of like tips and sort of tutorials, and because I would consider myself quite an experienced person with this game. So quickly starting off, we need to choose which sort of nations are available for us to play. Now because my laptop isn't the greatest laptop in the world, I usually just go for major leagues. So England, France, Germany, Holland. I go for Ireland because I want to try and make Ireland a better national team. So obviously by taking some young Irish players and making them better, you know, it kind of helps the Irish team. Italy, Portugal. I'm going to go for Russia because there's some nice players in the Russian league now. I'm not going to go for Scotland just because I can't see myself doing much business there. So no offense to you Scottish guys, and of course Spain. And then possibly the two key leagues, particularly the Brazilian and the Argentinian. They have some fantastic youth systems there. So these are basically the main leagues I'm going to be doing most of my business. Most of these other leagues I'll still be able to get players from, but I won't see myself doing any sort of major business with them. So might as well save up some, you know, keep the game running nice and quickly. Okay, then what we have to do is I make all my leagues playable because I like to potentially go into the English league or the French league, maybe just change, you know, whatever team I go to. The only leagues I select are the top divisions in all the leagues apart from the English, which I'm going to start from the Empower League 2 because, you know, I kind of like to have all the way down to Empower League 2. So all these are first division, I think. Liga BBVA. So this will basically just give me the top teams in the top leagues, and sort of the second divisions I'm not really too interested in. Database size is going to be large, and okay, I think we're ready to go. Now this is going to take quite a lot of time to set up, so I will cut back once this whole game is finished and loaded up. So I will see you guys then. Let's go. Okay, so that was a pretty CPU intensive. I had to kind of leave my laptop for about 5 minutes just to get the whole game set up. So, I mean, if you have a better, more powerful computer, it won't take that long, and you can probably add a lot more leagues and stuff. So let me just fill in my little details here. 21st of February. Oh, Jesus, why did I not select the 21st February? There we go. 21st, 1990. Oh, I can't go for my date of birth. Alright, we'll just go for the youngest possible. Nationality, American Samoan. What? Okay, that's up for Irish. Come on. There we go. Irish. Favorite team, of course, is Barcelona. Manager pictures. No, I'll save the embarrassment of putting up a picture of my ugly mug. Because all the pictures of me are pretty much me just drunk. Past experience. Now this is kind of an important thing to select. You can go for international footballer, which means you're recognised in the the world itself, or Sunday League football, which is what I like to go, which means no one knows me. I've no sort of previous experience, so I've no sort of reputation. Another thing here is second nationality. You could set that to something like Brazilian, and it would give you a better knowledge of Brazilian players, which means more Brazilian players show up. That's if you want to make the game a little bit easier for yourself, but I'm just going to stick with obviously my second nationality, which is Welsh, if you didn't know that. I'm the only gay in the village. That's terrible. Never mind. Right, let's continue. Okay, now this is the big moment. Choosing my team. Now I always love to start and have my main career starting within some team in the Empower Championship. Now I always like to go for a team that is I kind of put this up on my Twitter, which is in the description below, a little plug in for my Twitter there. I like teams that are kind of challenging. I don't want to be the favourites, but I want to be some sort of a team that will challenge for promotion. What's Birmingham like? Prediction be second. Cardiff. No. Leeds. What are Leeds like? Third. Leicester. They must have a fuckload of money, shouldn't they? Leicester are fifth. Nottingham Forest. Sixth. Oh, Southampton. Oh, actually, a few people mentioned this to me. State-of-the-art youth facilities. Oh, that's a nice one. I might go with them. Seeing as though, because they're not rated too highly, but they have got the nice facilities. Do you know what? I'm going to go with Southampton. Yeah, let's go with Southampton. Cool beans. Okay. Let's start up the game. Add in the manager. Whoa. Do you want to save the game? I won't save the game yet. I'll save wasting time of saving the game. Okay. Welcome to Football Manager how to help system. I don't need no help. Okay. So here we are. Okay, as you can see, all here is a list of my friendlies, and then obviously the season kicks off. So what I want to do is obviously quickly go straight to my messages and have a quick look, see what's going on here. So more takes Southampton hot seat, personal message. Ooh, look at this. I'm on a 2-year contract, $6,500 a week for being a completely unknown. That's very generous now, but I'll take that. Thanks very much. Southampton, a background. I like this. Now, I'm not going to read the whole thing, but it always gives you a nice sort of background as where the club came from and that kind of stuff. 1885. It's a long, club's been around a long time. Transfer updates. Okay, in terms of loan, the only player currently loaned to your club. Okay, so he's on loan at me and he's out on loan to QPR reserves. Okay, that's kind of pointless. Meet my staff. Okay, here we go. Now, I obviously don't know Southampton too well. Personally, I don't really know. I know a few of the players, but overall, I don't really know the club. So, I'm going to have to just listen to a lot of my backroom staff until I kind of get my grips to know my players and that kind of stuff. That usually takes a season or so. Okay, recommended. So, I'm having a lot of players recommended to me. I'm not going to go into transfers too much as of yet. I just want to get basically a basic foundation. Jack Collison. Sam Gali, Jesus, do you remember him? Anyway, it doesn't matter. Okay. Suitable. Actually, Del Prado, that name, I've seen him score a few goals. Right. I'm going to just listen to everything it says. I'm going to add all these players to certain things. Danny Fox. Oh, I know Danny Fox. Lallana. Ricky Lambert. There's a few nice players actually here. Just names that you know from just hearing them. Okay, and then target man suitability. Let's scroll up, see what else we got. Target man suitability. Okay, I'll sort all that out when I go to do my tactics, which I will focus on myself. Concentrate on youth. Yes, I will obviously look towards the youth system because this is where I won't really see the effects of my youth system until about 4 or 5 seasons in, and that's when I'll really see a lot of players come through. And it's always so much easier if you can produce your own youngsters. It saves you so much money. And what's this? This is some recommended young players, which I will look into a little bit more. Okay, let's see what else we got here now. Presents Southampton report. Right, let's have a quick look at the whole team itself. Jack Cork. Is that Chelsea player? Let's have a quick look at Jack Cork. Whoa, what the fuck? Oh, hang on. See, this is all the sort of stuff that's showing up and it's kind of annoying me. I'm pretty sure he played for history. I am right, yes, he was at Chelsea. Okay, let's go back. Oh, he's got some nice stats. At 22, this lad could be a nice little player. He definitely looks like a nice little player. Okay, that's good. I think Southampton have a nice foundation to sort of keep me going. Let's see the rest of the team. Team report. So it takes a little bit of time starting this whole game off. It takes a bit of time to get to know your team and that kind of stuff. So if I'm saying some of the names wrong, excuse me, I'll get to know them a bit better. Jose Fonte, is that right? I'm not sure. That's what it looks like anyway. Danny Fox. I know Danny Fox because he's a beast of a left foot on him. Jack Cork, Julie De Prado, Adam Lallana, De Ridder, Morgan Schneiderlin, Lee Barnard. Okay, so we've got a few nice little players. Okay, that's good to know anyway. Right, what's the next thing to look at? Scouting team welcome me to the club. So they're obviously recommending some more players to scout. I'm not really going to look into that too much as of yet. Subscriptions. Start of season expectations. Here we go. So obviously, if you don't know, if I was to say, excuse me. No, I wasn't going to say excuse me. So if I want to say, if I say we're going to be the winners of the club are going to give me more money. So I'm going to be optimistic and say, yes, we're going to win. Do you know that £750,000 will give us an extra. Obviously, I know I'm Irish and I use euro when I'm from Ireland, but because I'm in England and this, I always like to use the native currency. So, okay, let's say we're going to win the league. So I'm going to leave it there. I've done the basic setup of my team. The next episode I'm going to cover how to set up my tactics, the tactics I like to use. Obviously it's going to be a slow process, but it needs to be done if we want to be successful. So I hope to see you guys in the next episode. I'll talk to you guys then. Bye bye.